Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online.
Good day, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us again today. Welcome to My Zone Online School. I am Teacher Hartung, and our theme this week is Spring and Animals. Now, everyone, before we start with our lesson, let's sanitize. Now, everyone, remember, if you don't have sanitizer, you can always wash your hands with soap and water. Now, let's see what we are going to learn about today. Today's lesson will be about phonics, capacity, and geometry. Let's start today's lesson on page 23. And here we are doing phonics. And today's phonics sound or letter is the letter X. Can you say it with me? X. One more time. X. Good job. Now on the page you will see there they drew, or there they want you to trace. Now you will see the letter X given in a capital letter and in a small letter. So when we trace, remember everyone, you have to go ahead and take your pencils. I put it on the board as well, so let's do it together. So what you do is you take your pencils, I have my chalk, and then you start on top and you trace it all the way on the dotted line, and then you do it from the other side again, and you trace it, you draw it all the way down, and there you have your letter X. Now remember everyone, you have to do the big X and the small one. The big one we call capital letter, and the small one we call a small letter. Okay, what is the next thing that we have to do? Let's quickly turn our booklets back to page 23 and have a look. The next part, it says that you have to draw a line from the circle to the image that begins with the letter X. Now you will see there you have the letter X right in the middle, and then you have 4 pictures around. You have a picture of an umbrella, there is a picture of a xenops, a king, and an X-ray. Now you have to find all the words or images that begins with the letter X. And then you have to draw a line from the circle with the X to the image. So you need to take your pencils and draw a line from the X to all the words that starts with the letter X. Now, before you continue doing that, let's quickly look at the next part. In the next part, it says you have to circle the X's in the sentence. You have to circle the X's in the sentence. Now, let's quickly read this sentence. The sentence reads, Xavier plays with his toy ox and xylophone. One more time. Xavier plays with his toy ox and xylophone. Now, I copied this sentence on the board for you as well, so you can have a look on the board. I'm going to take this one off so that you don't get confused. Now, let's have a look at the sentence. It says, Xavier plays with his toy ox and xylophone. Now, in the sentence, you can see the word or the name, in this case, Xavier, starts with an X. The word ox has an X in it. And the word xylophone has an X in it as well. Now, can you say this word with me? Can we say it together? Let's go. Xylophone. One more time. Xylophone. Now, everyone, you will see that when we read this sentence, some words, if they have an X in it, it will sound like a Z. So when we read it, it will sound like this. Xavier. Xavier. But it has an X in it. Other words like the word ox, you can say the letter as it is, ox. Ox. And then in the word xylophone, it is pronounced Z again, just as we did with Xavier. So now we say xylophone. Right. Now what you need to do here is you need to circle all the words with X's. So you can now go ahead and do that. Okay. Before you circle all the words, let's quickly look at the next part of the activity. Now here you will see we have to trace some more. Now there you will see you have a few capital X's that you have to trace and also a few small X's that you have to trace. And after you have traced your X's, you need to go ahead and write it on the next side of the line. Now you will see little red dots given to you to indicate where you have to start writing your X's. Let's look at the last part. Here it says, color the picture that starts with the letter X. Color the picture that starts with the letter X. Now let's have a look at the pictures. The first picture is a picture of an X-ray. Then you have a kite. And then you have a train. An X-ray, a kite, and a train. Now you have to decide which picture starts with the letter X, and then you go ahead and color that one. Okay, have fun, boys and girls. Remember, if you are not sure of something, you can always ask a grown-up for help. We will be back right after this ad break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
For this part of our lesson, let's turn our booklets to page 24. Now here we are doing capacity. And today we are going to look at more versus less. Now on the page you will see a lot of containers, and in each container you will either have more water or less water. And here you have to look at the container and decide which one has more water in it and which one has less water in it. And then in each instruction you have to find or see which one they want you to circle. So in the first one it reads, circle the one with more water. So now you have to have a look, or have to take a look at the cups, and you have to decide which cup has more water. Now on the board I tried to copy the cups as well. So let's quickly have a look and see which cup has more water and which one has less water. So this one has less water than this one, and that means this one has more, because here you will see the water only fills up half this cup, and here the water fills it up to the brim. Now it says we have to circle the one with more water. So now we go ahead and we circle this one. Now everyone, you need to go ahead and read each instruction carefully, because for some of them you have to circle the one with more water, and for others you have to circle the one with less water. So you need to carefully read your instructions to make sure that you circle the right one. Okay, now before you go ahead with all your circling, let's quickly turn our booklets to page 25 and do some geometry. Now here you will see a picture with a lot of shapes, and then below you have your instructions. So the first instruction is, it says you have to color all the triangles green. You have to color all the triangles green. Now you will see there, boys and girls, this instruction was also printed in green so that you have an indication or a clue as to what green looks like. So now you have to color all the triangles, and then you have to count them. And when you counted, or after you counted them all, you need to go ahead and write in the right amount in the little rectangular block provided, next to where it says how many triangles are there. Now on the board I put a picture of a triangle and a rectangle. So remember, you have to first find all the triangles, and then you have to color them green. And after you have colored them green, you must go ahead and count them. Now on my booklet I colored all my triangles green. Can you see how I colored all my triangles? Now that I've colored them all, it's easier to count them. So, do you want to go ahead and count all my triangles with me? Let's go. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 triangles. Do you want to count one more time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now that we know how many triangles we have, you need to go ahead and write it in the space given to you on your page. So here I said we have 7 triangles. Now you have to go ahead and find all the other shapes that they ask on the page. You have to color them, and you have to go ahead and count them. Make sure you write in the right number. Now everyone, I'm going to leave you to finish all your activities. Remember your capacity activity on the previous page as well as the one on page 25. Now everyone, I hope that you will have lots and lots of fun finishing these activities. We will see you shortly after the break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn and more. We distribute countrywide in over 10 different languages.
We have come to the end of today's lesson, boys and girls. I hope you had lots of fun. Now, before we say goodbye, we have to remember to sanitize. Now, remember everyone, sanitizing keeps all the nasty germs away, so make sure you do it regularly. Now, before we go home, Zoshi promised me that we could have ice cream, so can you help me find Zoshi? Zoshi! Oh, there you are! Well, from Zoshi and I, it's goodbye!
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, My Zone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.